Right, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the year that the rapture will be in, the year that I believe it will be in. Be giving you a bit of evidence. I will show you how I got there. Some of you guys have been keeping up with me and my videos and how I've come to the date of 2029 for the second coming of Christ. It has been progressively revealed through information over the years, figuring things out. And through other people also, what they have revealed to me. And what happens is that it's like a steamroller. You know, when you have a foundation and then God keeps building on that foundation of information that you have. So you keep moving forward. Sometimes there can be gaps, but it's still there in your mind. And that's what happened to me tonight. I got some major confirmation on this. And the year of the rapture. Well, how I got to 2025 is because of many reasons. But the confirmation for me tonight, I will share that with you also. So when we look in the Bible, what I believe we have left is 3.5 years. I believe that we have 3.5 years left of the Great Tribulation. I believe that the first 3.5 years in Daniel chapter 9 verse 27, speaking about Jesus Christ, not the Antichrist. So Christ's ministry was 3.5 years. The Great Tribulation the Antichrist will get 3.5 years, and that will be the Great Tribulation. If you look in the book of Revelation, it only talks about 42 months, or 3.5 years, the same thing. So where people get this 7-year thing, we've just been told this over and over. And instead of saying that it was Jesus Christ in Daniel 9:27, they say that's the Antichrist. But that is not the case. So keeping that in mind, there's 42 months left. Naturally, if I believe 2029 is the second coming, then you subtract 42 months, you come to the year about 2025. But that's not only how I come to that year. There are a couple other things. So in 2024... we have something that is really amazing. We have an X marking the spot over Illinois. And what this X is an eclipse, a total solar eclipse in 2024 going across Illinois, across the country, and it goes across Illinois. But the reason that Illinois is special is because in 2017, exactly 7 years before this, the total solar eclipse, it's an eclipse, total solar eclipse went the opposite way across the U.S. And it crossed Illinois also. And across a town called Little Egypt. It's a dead giveaway, right? Also, it's interesting that Illinois is the state that this year, at the end of this year, is going to have a no bail law where you don't have to pay bail and you can get out on like second-degree murder and burglary and kidnapping and all these things. So it's becoming more and more lawlessness over there in Illinois. And that is the anomaly happening in 2024. A perfect 7-year gap from 2017 to 2024 of two solar eclipses, total solar eclipses, crossing America and making an X. And they make an X, here's the kicker, across a fault line. You know, a fault line for like maybe a great earthquake? We'll get to that. So now, this year in 2022, we had a total lunar eclipse, which is a blood moon. But it was a total blood moon. The interesting thing about this is that the next total blood moon, does not happen until 2025. The next total blood moon is 3 years from now in 2025. Right after 2024, X marks the spot for a great earthquake. Now we have a great earthquake, X marks the spot there, but we also have X marks the spot on the next total blood moon in 2025. So we have a great earthquake, we have a full blood moon. And why are these important to note? Because in Revelation chapter 6, on the sixth seal, when the wrath of God is said to start, there's a great earthquake. The moon turns to blood. So these are dead giveaways pointing us to 2025 rapture. Now the thing that confirmed it for me tonight, the revelation that God showed me, just pointed it right out for me, is in Romans chapter 11:25. Because Romans chapter 11:25 speaks about, behold, brethren, I would not let you be ignorant of this mystery, that blindness in part has come to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles come in, and then all Israel will be saved. Talking about the fullness of the Gentiles in Romans chapter 11, verse 25. And wouldn't you know it, that 2025 is right around the great earthquake, and 2025 is the next full blood moon. And that's the verse that we have talking about the fullness of the Gentiles. Now look at this. If you add 11 and 25, you get 36. 3 sixes, 3 times 6. The Antichrist will be revealed in 2025. Now look at this. Also Romans chapter 11. The Shemitah. We are the 11th Shemitah from Israel becoming a kingdom again, so to speak. A Shemitah is a 7-year cycle. We're on the 11th Shemitah right now. And look at this. Romans. The book of Romans. Rome rising again, right? So these are some telltale signs for me that I have come to 2025. When I saw this, Romans 11:25, how that verse, on verse 25, talks about the fullness of the Gentiles. And I was already thinking about 2025 because of the blood moon and because of the X marking the spot right before the blood moon and the year before, the great earthquake and the blood moon and the 6th seal opening. Then this hit me tonight. And I was like, it's over with. I know it. God just boom. I was looking at it and boom, it jumped out at me. And I knew something. That's how revelation happens. That's what God is doing to some of us in these last days. He's showing us things. And it's not for everybody. Everybody's not going to understand this. We've been diluted and polluted from the world so much in Christianity telling us nonsense. The Bible is so much more than that. God will give you revelation. So again, these are my, and then from 2025 to 2029 is about 3.5 years, 42 months. That's what I believe, guys. So this is a prophetic video. Look me up in another 3.5 years, and we'll be there.